Neil deGrasse Tyson is one of my favorite astrophysicists, and he tweets about various scientific topics. However, unfortunately, recently he tweeted something that many people took great offense to, and it had to do with sex. He tweeted the following: "If there were ever a species for whom sex hurt, it surely went extinct long ago." Now, I don't know why he tweeted that, and I don't know why he didn't consider all the different animals who have really painful sex, but he did get called out on this.
He obviously never met my parents.
Aww. I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I heard a lot of gnashing and wailing of teeth.
Oh, okay. I don't want to know. All right.
Sounded painful.
But instead of humans, let's focus a little on animals.
My parents had 12 kids before KY jelly. Just remember this. Okay.
Go, Jesus.
Okay. So Kyle Hill excellently responded back to Neil deGrasse Tyson and said the following: "Yeah, I'm sure female cats love those spined cat penises. Oh, and bed bugs can't get enough of traumatic insemination."
Traumatic insemination?
Dude, I did not know what that was.
Oh, yeah?
So I looked it up.
And?
Right?
It's pretty hot.
I've been doing it for 6 months. I didn't even know.
The male bed bug pierces the female bed bug like abdomen, right? And it's like really, I guess it's painful, I don't know, and it sounds terrible. Here's another one, okay? "And snails love getting stabbed in the head with sex spikes, and spiders go crazy for snapping their penises off." And here's,
What?
Yeah, and here's
Try it once. Try it once.
You never know, some people are into that kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? And then finally, "And female ducks evolved labyrinth corkscrew vaginas for no reason."
Labyrinthian.
Labyrinthian corkscrew vaginas for no reason.
What?
See,
Okay.
I just wish that Neil deGrasse Tyson had been watching on ThinkTank on what used to be 2x2U. We had a long-running series of videos, Bizarre Animal Sex Facts.
Yeah.
Really?
He could have avoided this problem.
So you were smarter than Neil deGrasse.
This one time, yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Okay, I love him, and he's right
great.
about a lot of different things. But here's something that I really want to bring up, because I noticed that even our own audience tends to make this mistake, and it drives me crazy. I've made this mistake, and it drives me crazy whenever I do it. So if there's a particular scientist who's an expert on one area of science, that doesn't make him an expert in every area of science, right? Like, he's an astrophysicist. He's one of the smartest people. I've paid too much money to see him give the same speech twice, okay? I love him. He's so smart. He made a mistake. He's not like the king of the animal world where he like studies every single animal and the type of painful sex they have, so it's fine. Again, he's an astrophysicist. That doesn't mean that he knows everything about the animal world.
The reason, look, I think that people are being too hard. I think it's mostly people like to be able to point out when a really smart person is wrong. It's not the first time that he's been wrong in one of his tweets. He tweets a lot, by the way.
Yeah.
The only reason I think it's worthy of a little bit of criticism is because he's not just a scientist, and he's not just a famous scientist. He is a science educator and communicator that people trust implicitly. And I don't know, I don't think like a kid's life is gonna be ruined because he thinks sex can never be painful or something. But we expect him to hold himself to a pretty high standard.
By the way, there are humans who have certain conditions that make sex painful. Like I remember reading about Lena Dunham having some sort of condition, I forget what it's called, that leads to really painful sex. And it's a real problem that humans go through. Yeah, so look, we all have lapses in judgment and we all make mistakes. Just because he's someone that a lot of people trust doesn't mean that he's never gonna make a mistake.